Welcome to the Huddle Podcast. It is November 24th, Monday at 9:52 at night. Carson, take it away.
All right, well, Jake, this is really up to you. It's only two of us today. Aiden's not here. And obviously, it was a big week for the Huddle Podcast specifically. It was the first matchup since we've started recording this podcast. Bills and Texans played on Thursday night last week.
I realized technically it was the second, but we can continue.
Okay. Do you want to talk about this game right off the hop, or do you want to save it? What are you thinking?
No,
okay.
100%.
All right. Okay, then you take it away. Then you take it away. I want to hear what you think.
No, because I wanted to. I mean, all right, fine. I'll take it away first. The Texans defense is fucking serious, man. Like, really, really good. Another talking point for Texans fans, I'm sure you've thought about this, is maybe just keep with Davis Mills. Maybe just leave C.J. on the side.
Well, I want to get into the game specifically more, but I will talk about that because that has been a topic of conversation. But I will get into that.
I feel like we should talk about the positives of Houston first because we got some negatives to get into.
Just talk from a Bills perspective. I'll take my Texans. I'll talk all about
Okay.
them.
The defense is what it is. It is bad. Like, you should never...
Specifically.
Everything, brother. Everything is bad. They should have never lost this team if they were the team we thought. I think they are more equivalent to the 49ers this year than saying Eagles, Lions. I really think those are the only two fantastic teams we have this year. I know the Eagles just lost, but and I guess maybe the Colts.
Dallas owns them.
But whatever, we'll get into that game. The offense is terrible. They just abandoned the run for no reason. We go from big win, we're back to big loss to big win, we're back to big loss, and this is what the Buffalo Bills are in the 2025 football season. They're not a good team.
Yeah. They're
an okay playoff team.
They're a one-man show.
They have two good players.
James Cook's good. He should have got more carries in this game, I think. I was surprised how often they drop back. Even if you're down. Like, they should have never abandoned the run the way that they had.
The old line looked terrible. There was literally a play I saw where Deion Dawkins stopped blocking. I don't know. That doesn't really fit his MO, so that's a little bit upsetting.
Yeah.
And again, like, we're not a good football team. Like, we are not a good football team. For some reason, we play up when we play against, like, the Chiefs or I think another good football team, the Bucs. And then when we play an average team, all of a sudden the offense doesn't know what they're doing. Nobody stuck out in this game. Josh didn't look fantastic. Although I will say he had some Josh Allen moments, but there's no one downfield. Like, no one's getting out. Our kicker, Matt Prater, I don't think is good either. Like,
well, I want to bring it back to
Justin Tucker.
Yeah. I want to bring it back to what we kind of talked about last week because we had a pretty long conversation about how Allen is treated, like, in the media and stuff. And I guess, like, this is kind of a game, in my opinion, where both our points are accurate. Like, I think you would agree that both those picks were on him. Like,
yeah,
right into Algier's face. He tips it. It gets picked by Bullock. And then at the end of the game, he has Knox in the flat going out. And he could hit him. But he looked like he panicked a little bit and just got it off. Picked by Bullock again. He had a huge game. But that's where it's like I can't say it's all on the stuff that he has because those picks were clearly on him. Like they lost that game in part because of him. They had the ball with a chance to win with time left on the clock. They had just completed one of the best plays you'd ever see, which broke my heart. I knew it wasn't over.
It wouldn't
when that happened.
It wouldn't have been on him if the kicker made a kick. If the kicker made a kick, you know what I mean?
There is that too, but I will say, like, your point with like him not having enough weapons and stuff. To me, it's justified to say that in games like this because the Texans do have like the best defense in the league. Like, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Texans fan. Like, if you watch their games this year, they objectively have the best defense in the league. You can argue Denver, that's fine. But yes, like when the Bills are playing top tier defenses, man to man, they don't have enough people for Josh Allen to overcome, which normally he can. Normally he can.
But what I'm saying is it's not even like it's like, oh, you don't have like nobody broke free is the issue. Like I get the picks are on him, whatever. Nobody's open.
And that's fair to say in this game because they do have elite corners. It was more because they were coming off the Dolphins game where they don't have anybody back there. So that was my thing. In this game particularly, I think it's totally fair because they don't have a wide receiver who's good as Stingley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
that's fair.
I don't really, to be honest with you, the Dolphins game is like whatever at this point. It seriously though, it's like, okay, the offensive play call is stale. The defense isn't good. So what good is Sean McDermott? What good is what's his name, Joe Brady? And at this point, I'm getting ready to say, what good is Brandon Beane when you weren't ready to trade the first pick for Waddle? So
yeah,
what good is anyone in the front office? What good is anyone on the coaching staff? What good is anyone? Like off season, we got Bosa, who's the only good addition. I would say he's the third best player right now because he does provide some pressure, but he might be the only one. And I know Ed Oliver's hurt, injuries, whatever. Shut the fuck up about injuries in Buffalo, man. Every year we do this. Every year, though, it's, oh, well, the Bills' defense is injured, and that's why Sean McDermott's defense isn't good. Maybe he's just not good at coaching defenses. Maybe it's time for a new head coach in Buffalo in a year where there are no head coaches. Like, you missed the boat last year or 2 years ago.
I'm curious what you think, too, on the Keon Coleman thing. I think that's a mistake looking back. Like, I don't care how bad he is or if he's not open enough. He's better than what the Bills put on tape in the wide receiver room, I think, last week.
No, because to me, he doesn't make any difference. Like, I mean, I guess we'll see in the game coming up next. I don't even know who we have next. I think it's kind of like one of those games where we're going to be able to get high on the Bills again. But Keon Coleman did it to himself. He shot himself in the foot. Like,
well,
I mean, we got the Steelers, so it's not a cakewalk. I don't think Keon Coleman is a game changer by any means. He's the third wide receiver on their team at best.
Yeah, Shakir had a great game. I thought Shakir looked great. That 1 3rd and 10 where he was like just dodging everybody. Oh my God.
I think if anything, this calls for Dalton Kincaid more than Keon Coleman.
Oh yeah, well, clearly he's a big part of their offense. Clearly, like passing game wise. Anyway, I do think that, to be fair to the Bills, this shined more light on the Texans than it did on the Bills. I think.
Anytime a team who's supposed to be better than they are loses to a team who's, I mean, let's face it, for the last 4 weeks, you guys have been saying, oh, I don't know if we're good, whatever. And then you beat the Bills.
It's tough to judge, right? It's tough to judge because they started 0-3, but, I mean, they've won 6 of their last 8 games. This is a huge statement win. Their only 2 losses came to top 5 defenses in the league. And they were 1-score games. All their losses are to playoff teams by 1-score games. So it's not like they're losing to the fucking Saints or the Jets. Like, they're losing to playoff caliber teams by one score. Like, it could be a whole different season with a battle line, with rookie wide receivers, with a rookie running back as your primary running back. It's
I
really
think
interesting to see where they go. I'm very excited now. I was not this excited, let's say 3 weeks ago, but I'm very excited now.
I think another point too for maybe just for Bills talk, and we can leave it on that in Buffalo. Um, your defense can solve a lot of issues for your offense when you can just keep the other team's offense on. Like, the Bills didn't help themselves going 3-and-out, 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 and then keeping their shitty offense on the line, who might be the worst on third down I've ever seen. Like, it felt like any time the Texans were 3rd and 7 or longer and they needed the first down, they got it. Like, we're not dealing with the Eagles, or which their offense hasn't been great this year, or like let's say for example Detroit or whatever. You're dealing with the Texans offense on 3rd and long, and you can't come up with a stop. Yeah, well, he might be your starter, but and you can't get a stop. Like, to me, that's not only just like the defense sucks, it's the whole scheme on the defense suck. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how many people to send. You don't know how many people to leave back. And by the way, every running back who catches, you might as well just run bubble screens and runs on against Buffalo, because it takes 4 guys to tackle 1 guy. It's insane. That's the end of the Bills.
Yeah, there was not too many great highlights. I think Milano had a tackle for loss on Woody Marks near the end of the game. It was kind of on a just check down. But there's not a lot of point to defensively. I mean, they had stops, but they didn't have any turnovers. They had no sacks. They allowed the run again. It was not great. It was not great from a Bills defensive perspective.
Oh, entirely. Like, James Cook burst for a 60-yard run, and then they just stopped going to him. Like,
yeah,
everywhere.
They should have ran more. They should have ran more. I think that Allen got too greedy a few times too. He got sacked 8 times. Some of those have to fall on him. I think that Will Anderson sack where he chases him down, just get rid of that ball. You have 3 guys on you.
Carson,
nobody's open down the field.
I think part of the issue is part of Allen's game is he's got, like, to play in this offense and to do what Josh Allen even has done so far, you have to almost break free and just hope. Like, if you're a wide receiver and you can't shake a corner on basically what is now a free route, like, you are just you're downfield, you've already completed your route, you're just trying to get open for your quarterback, who's an MVP quarterback, who will find you. He will find you. And you can't break free.
I agree. Like, a lot of their offense is Allen extending plays, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for saying this, but I think this defense is like the best we've seen since, like, Legion of Boom. Like, they are legit. They are a legit defense.
Carson.
They have 2 great ends. They have 2 great corners. They have great safeties. They have a great Petrie's amazing. Their linebackers are fast. They're not big, but they're fast. Like, I think against this team, you can't do that kind of thing, and I feel like that's something that they should have known coming into the game.
Then again, that falls on coaching staff, where it's like,
I don't disagree
up,
with that.
Like, and every time they throw that bubble screen, watch, they're gonna throw it next week too. We got the Steelers next week. They're gonna throw it. Every team knows they throw it.
It is a bailout.
It's not even a bailout, dude. They do it on, like, it is the most frustrating football to watch when you have a really good quarterback with nothing around him.
Yeah.
Like, our O-line's okay. They look shit.
I think your O-line looked bad in this game, but they are good. They are a good O-line, I would say. They're definitely above average. Yeah,
and the other thing I will say before we get to move on to your Texans is the Thursday night. I said this before, like while the Bills were up. Thursday night football just sucks this late in the season. Like, they should not be allowed to play Thursday night football. At least push it
Yeah,
to
it seemed
Friday.
like every other play there was somebody from one of the teams going out. I was really scared when Allen went down like that because obviously he ended up being fine, but at the time, like I'd never seen him like react like that ever.
Yeah.
Like I had never seen him like flipping out on the ground like that. Oh, and you could see it from a mile away too, so it was even worse in that regard. But
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of Thursday night games. And whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Let's move on to your Texans. Not next episode we film. Wait, maybe, right? When do you fly out?
Wednesday. I'll be there Wednesday morning.
So possibly next episode we film. I will repay my bet. Carson's going to bring me a Texans hat I'll wear during the whole podcast. And then he's got a $25 bet courtesy of the Buffalo Bills for his Houston Texans winning in the first ever Huddle Podcast NFL Showdown. Let's get into the good of this game.
Yeah, well, before I jump into the actual game, I do want to get the Davis thing out of the way. Listen, I like the guy. I think he is one of the better backups in the league. Honestly, he could probably start on certain teams, but I don't think that he's better than Stroud. They beat Jacksonville miraculously in the fourth quarter, and it's Jacksonville. I don't count any win against Jacksonville as a real. They almost lost to the Cardinals this weekend, which we'll talk about that game too, but I just don't like the Jags. I don't think that they're a super solid team. Texans almost beat them with Stroud earlier in the year when their offensive line was horrible. That's the other thing, is that their offense, even when Stroud was there, has steadily improved. They've gotten better. They've allowed less sacks. I think if you put Stroud in a 0-sack game, he'd be better than Davis Mills was. Then they play Tennessee. Stroud also played Tennessee. It was 26-0 when Stroud played, and it was a fourth quarter miracle field goal to beat Tennessee last time. And then this week against the Bills, Mills started the game 1 of 9, and he only had 130 yards passing. He did have the touchdown, which was great right before the half. That was awesome. They needed that. He had 2 touchdowns actually in this game, which were pretty important. And he played good, but that's what you want out of your backup. And I don't think that Stroud would ever start that game 1 of 9. I think that he would have more yards. I think that he would be more of a factor in that game. It probably wouldn't be close near the end. They had to rely on the defense because Davis Mills couldn't get a first down when he had the opportunity to have the ball. So
to be fair, they relied. I will say, as much as I just dogged on the Bills, they were in position to win this game if their kicker could make a field goal and wasn't 79 years old. He's Joe Flacco's age. Then they kick a field goal and win that game. I still wouldn't be happy with the Bills winning. I would have actually denied the bet and revoked everything. But, so it's not like you guys clobbered us, but.
No, but I don't think that these teams are too far off, in terms of levels. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's.
So let me ask you this. If Stroud comes back and they lose to the Colts, you still want Stroud in for Week 14?
Yeah, I do. Davis Mills played 2 seasons. Stroud played 2 seasons. Their record is completely opposite. Stroud has back-to-back playoff win seasons. Mills couldn't get over 3 wins. They drafted Stroud because of how bad Mills was. They were 3-14. They draft Stroud. They go 10-7 and make the playoffs and get a win in his rookie year. So
okay.
I'm so happy that he's had this season, or this little run here, these 3 weeks. But to me, to say that it's time to go to Davis Mills is way too early, I think.
Okay, can I ask you one more question then?
Yeah, for sure.
They go into they go into a night game right after in KC, and then after this we'll
Yeah,
drop it. If they drop both those, are you still Stroud's it?
I am, because I don't think that Davis Mills wins those games. Like, I don't think that he wins those games. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, can you picture Davis Mills and the Texans beating the Chiefs? Like, that just doesn't seem feasible. Like I said, he hasn't played anyone who's world beaters to me. Like, the Bills are obviously a good team, but they heavily rely on Josh. Their defense is not that good. They have one of the worst rush defenses in the league,
They're
and
second worst, I think.
and they leaned heavily on that. He didn't have to throw the ball a lot, and then the two prior games were in division teams, and you almost lost both of those. So I
Okay.
just don't. I don't think that he's done enough. Very happy that he's filled the role, but I don't think he's done enough. And I think Stroud will come back good. But um, this defense is unreal. This defense is unbelievable. I'm not a huge I like watching offensive football more, but I get excited when they are on defense, which is not something that happens very often. They're an awesome team. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans, in my opinion. I think D'Amico has been a huge part of why they're back in the situation that they have.
He
And if
gave
you'll
up
remember,
defensive play calling, correct?
yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah. And I think,
I think that's helped your offense a lot too.
yeah, I think I agree with that. I think that that has helped them a lot. The line's looking better. Hopefully, Ursary is not injured too severely. Um, Listen, Colts just lost this week. Like, they are
Which kind
not.
of sucks
They're.
for you guys, man.
I like it. I like it in terms of controlling our own destiny, because they play the Colts and the Chiefs next, and if they can win those games, they play the Colts twice still, and they're 2 games behind, so they can sweep the series if they play well, and tie them as long as they win their other games. And then the Chiefs, they'd have the tiebreaker against them if they beat them, and they'd be 1 game ahead of them as well on top of it
And I
if they
think
beat them.
the Colts have you guys 2 games left, and I want to say the Jags as well. So like in division,
Yeah,
they're going to be seeing a lot of.
it's going to be tough.
It's going to be easier for you and the Jags to split with them, at least at the bare minimum, split with them, because you're seeing each other so closely.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, yeah.
David Leggett finally caught a pass. Oh my god. Sorry.
No, that's all good. Yeah, I mean, I don't have too much to say. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I had ultra faith in the Texans. I didn't really think that it was super probable they'd win this game. They won exactly how I expected them to win if they were to. But I would just say that I think that they are better than people give them credit for. Anybody who is doubting them, they've won 6 of their last 8 games, all against playoff teams. All their losses come against playoff teams. Let's just cool the brakes. Their offense has gotten better. Their defense is amazing and healthy. Petrie's coming back, and Stroud is coming back next week. I expect them to give the Colts a hard time.
I also would say when it comes to the Texans is like in the playoffs, they are built to beat teams like the Steelers, like the Bills, like even the Chiefs, I would say, who have just like struggled offensively.
Yeah, because their
And
defense
need
is
to
so
get
strong.
exactly and so they can get into these dogfights with these
Yeah, they don't need to score
shittier
a lot
offenses.
offensively, which is perfect right now.
They don't even need to do
23
that
points.
much. Their offense doesn't even need to do that much.
No.
They need their kicker to make kicks, which you have a good kicker, and you need your offense to score 2 touchdowns because your defense is very likely to put you into the red zone at least 1 game or take it to the house.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Bullock did. and
Yeah.
then it got called back because of a horrible flag.
I mean,
Like a good flag, but bad play is what I mean.
yeah.
Okay, I don't really have anything else on that game. Just respect the Texans for everybody out there is all I would say. All I would say.
There you go.
All right, let's get into the Chiefs Colts. This is another big game for the AFC South. Chiefs also jumped to the same record as the Texans. They're now 6-5. They are still the ninth seed behind the Texans, and still not in the playoff spot, and still third in the division.
Mm-hmm.
But they do get to a winning record. Colts fall again. They're now 8-3. They have looked worse the last 3 weeks. I'll just ask this question, I guess. Was this more important for the Chiefs? Like, does this say more as a win for the Chiefs or a loss for the Colts?
Loss for the Colts. They went. Well, I think they had 8 yards in their last 3 downs, or their last 3 drives. They didn't get a first down in the last 4 drives to put this game away. This says a lot more about the Colts. Jonathan Taylor needs to get running. Otherwise, the Colts offense is very stagnant. And they choked the game away. Like, they just choked it away. So
yeah, they had a lead, a significant lead.
They had a big lead going into the fourth, and then it was just they couldn't get anything going. I really don't think the Chiefs are that great this year. Like, I file them under the same cabinet as the Bills this year. And the Ravens.
I would even put the Bills higher, I think.
I mean, you could, whatever, but it's not by very much. And for the Colts, you have to know that you can't let Patrick Mahomes get time to come back. He's going to. He's gonna. It's just gonna happen. Whatever. I don't have too much on this game just because it was more like the most boring game of the 1 o'clock slates.
It was pretty boring given the matchup. I expected a little bit more of an exciting game.
And then it was just like once it got to that 2-minute mark, it felt just all Chiefs, and it was all Chiefs. Credit to them for coming back, but you're at home.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. 100%. I think that like the big things from this game is, first of all, obviously JT didn't have the greatest game ever. I'm still keeping him in the MVP race in my opinion because he's a running back. Like, you can't win every single game as a running back for your team. The other thing I would say is Colts, they're 1-2 in the last 2 weeks. Daniel Jones has 8 turnovers. They started 7-1 on the year. Maybe it's the competition, but that's not a great fall off here. What? And it's not going to get any easier against the Texans defense next week, who's way better than this Chiefs defense.
What I will say for in Colts defense and for most of these teams is the NFL is like the ocean. It comes in waves, man. Like, there's ups and downs.
And they are performing way better. They could end 8-9, and we'd probably all think they had a better season than
what we expected.
We would have predicted them. Yeah.
But I feel now the Colts are in the way they played. They've now played themselves into the position of anything shorter than going to the second round of the playoffs is a massive disappointment.
I would agree with that.
But I'm not going absolute insano style because they lost to a desperate Chiefs team who needed to win this game. The Chiefs were dead in the waters if they lost this game.
They were gone. Yeah, they were out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. I agree. The other thing I would say is, like, in regards to the Chiefs, like, I don't believe this team still. I don't think that this win meant that much in terms of their season. Like they're still 3 behind.
The Chiefs now,
team,
but the Chiefs still, like, now what? They got 6 games left, I think. They have to win 5 out of their next 6. That doesn't sound unreasonable. They get the Cowboys in Jerry World on short notice on Thanksgiving. So that's a game where I feel like Mahomes is going to rise up to the occasion. They have 3 teams that they should win against, like, pretty handedly, and then 3 teams where it's like it it's going to have to be a muck-up win, but I think one of them is like the Steelers towards the end of the year. We'll see.
And
Dallas,
Steelers are always in the playoffs somehow. And then you
uh,
have the Chargers who already beat them. And then you have Denver who just beat them. And then you
but
have the Texans who have the number 1 defense who just shut down Josh Allen. And I don't think that it's as easy as a run given their current record and the fact they've lost to teams like the Jags. I just
I
don't
just,
I don't see it.
again,
Like,
though, that's Thursday night football in Jacksonville. Whatever. Like, we can talk about the Chiefs all. We've done it for episodes on episodes. They get the Cowboys while they're still sniffing their own farts from beating Philadelphia. I think the Cowboys are going to drop this game at home, and I think the Chiefs are going to win. Like, I wonder what that line is actually. I'm curious to know who they have favored in that game, because what a tough game to, like.
Chiefs will probably be favored, I would imagine.
Yeah, so the Chiefs are favored. Wow, over under 52.5. That seems insane.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, anyways, that's all I
Might
have
hit
on
that though, low-key. All right.
every guy at every bar. I might hit that low key.
Okay. Let's get off that one. Let's go to Seahawks Titans. Obviously, Titans are a bad team, but I will say their point total and Cam Ward's passing yards have been kind of steadily increasing throughout the year. They did cover the spread. The spread was 14. They only lost by 6.
Yeah,
JSN still having offensive
okay,
player of the year.
that's what I wanted to get into is JSN, because he is just like the only reason to watch that game was for JSN. He's a fucking monster.
Yeah, he's unreal, and he's not a big guy either. Like he's
No.
so small for a wide receiver, but he makes it work, and he should win Offensive Player of the Year. And and it's going to be tough between him and JT.
He should still be in the running for MVP, dude.
MVP, really?
Yes,
you think?
man.
Wow.
Who are you going to give it to otherwise?
I like it.
I'm serious.
I do like it. Stafford's
I,
having a good year. Drake May's having a good year.
You could say Drake May, sure, if you want to. They haven't played anyone good, but whatever.
They haven't. But
so yeah, I mean, I think it should be JSN, or if you're gonna do another one,
JT.
Miles Garrett on the Chiefs.
Miles Garrett.
No. On the Browns has been unreal, dude. If he beats the sack record this year, you have to give it to him. He's on pace to, man. He is a game wrecker.
He'll hit that for sure. Like, out of all the records that can be beaten this year, like JT's rushing yard record or JSN receiving yard record, like, I definitely think that he has the most potential to break that record. But I don't know. The Browns just suck, man. And my thing is too, like, you took the contract on the Browns, could have made a little bit less and went to a team like the Eagles, been having the same season. Like, they'd probably be undefeated. Like, it's just, he could be winning MVPs as a defensive player, I feel like, if he was on a team that had a better record.
Yeah, and I know I say this for every player, but, like, imagine him on the Bills right now instead of Bosa. The Bills go out and sign him, like, or the Lions. The Lions might have moved some money to pay him. A lot of teams would have paid him.
Scary, man. Him and Hutchinson.
Or
Green
Bay moves some money to go pay him and doesn't trade for Micah Parsons.
Which also would have been good.
Guys like him and Max Crosby, maybe less him, and I feel more bad for Max Crosby. I feel worse sorry for Max Crosby. What a waste, dude. What a fucking waste.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's on like Garrett level or even Parsons level, but he is like right below that, and it does suck that he's, dude. The Raiders, oh god, they're so bad. We'll talk about that game.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else on the Seahawks? I don't have anything else on the
No,
Seahawks.
no, and nothing else deserves to be talked about when you play the team they just played.
Titans, yeah. Good luck, Cam Ward, in your future, but yeah. Packers, Vikings. I have nothing on this game either except for J.J. McCarthy. I've seen enough. Usually I say give these guys a few years. Give them no more games. I don't want to see that guy on the field at all. Change his jersey number so he can't call himself 9 anymore. Okay? Justin Jefferson is getting pile drive by safeties because he's throwing them suicide balls every time. And then you look at him like, wow. No, he is still the best receiver in the league because he's catching miracle balls thrown by Jack Doherty. Can we just get this guy out of here? Okay, please. You should have never moved off Sam Darnold, and now you look like an idiotic franchise. By the way, McConnell, I can't even say his name.
Who?
Guy who's supposed to be like head coach.
Oh.
McConnell? I can't even say his name properly. McConnell?
Yeah, I think you're saying it right. You're starting to...
McConnell? McConnell. Fuck, I don't even... What is it?
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell. Jeez.
Kevin O'Connell, not McConnell. Thinking of Sean McVay. Kevin O'Connell. Supposed to be like one of these guys who's a quarterback whisperer, just like Sean McVay, and that's not working with this guy. I don't know what they were talking about because J.J. McCarthy had a full year. His entire rookie year, he could sit on the bench behind Sam Darnold and study film and do whatever he needed to do so that when he came in his second year, technically, he would be healthy, full year of just tape and practice and studying. Holy cow, that meant a whole lot of nothing.
Well, can I tell you about the year of tape? J.J. McCarthy's head was hurting. So apparently, he is now on concussion protocol.
Wow. Oh, God.
So, yet another bailout. They already tried to bail him out when he just didn't play for 3 weeks in this season.
Well, and now your season's done. Like, after that game, it's done in my...
Your season was done when you marched him out on the field and he wasn't who, I guess, when you drafted him, who you thought he was going to be.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just would have liked to see even Wentz in there more than him.
Well, people forget that they tried to get Aaron Rodgers in the offseason. So something was up.
Bro, thank God they didn't. We need more freaking Brett Favre action. Let me guess, Jordan Love one day is going to go to the Vikings as well?
Well, you'd have to go to the Jets first, so.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. The Vikings suck because of him, and the whole 9 narrative is just...
Like, even Aaron Jones, who's absolutely ready for a casket. No offense, Aaron Jones. He's super old. He's playing good. He looks great. He looks like a young, nimble guy. He's like 33 years old. And even
Addison
he's playing
there,
good.
Naylor
and Addison's there. Naylor, the third string guy's good. Jordan Addison's a monster. Underrated wide receiver. JJ is obviously unreal.
You're talking about 9 or the receiver?
The receiver, yeah.
Calling yourself 9, how much do you think that haunts him at night? Calling himself 9.
What, 9, the different persona, or the fact that he told the media 9?
Yeah, like telling the media, when 9 gets out there.
I call him 9. It's like, oh my lord.
Have you ever seen? I forget what the show, King of the Hill. You know the show King of the Hill?
God damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, that show.
This
So there's
quarterback calls himself 9. We need to get him on medication.
there's a trend on TikTok where it's like Bobby the son talking about like how he likes this certain rose. I like this rose. It's all wobby and fobby. And people have been doing like edits to that. And then there's someone who's like shows a video of Jameis Winston. Bobby, you gotta like this rose, and it's him throwing like a bomb, and then it's like, but Dad, I like this rose, and the text just said, but I like fuck ass quarterbacks. and it's JJ McCarthy throwing balls. And it's just like, I like this rose. He's not perfect, Dad.
Oh,
Something about that. I watched it like for 10 minutes because it had me crying.
oh, dude. I mean, that sums it up, though. He is so bad. I hate to say it. I hate to give up on somebody that fast, but it's just not worth it at this point.
Michigan legend.
All right, let's go Jets, Ravens. They are not winning these games because of Lamar. I feel like the Ravens have flown directly under the radar. Nobody has anything to say about the Ravens, it feels like, anywhere. And like they're winning these games, but they're not winning it because of Lamar. They're winning it because of the defense, which ironically was absolutely horrible in the beginning of the year, and now it's just like weird wins. Good for you. You beat the Jets.
Well, the Ravens are not good because Lamar's playing hurt. It seems like he's playing hurt. And
yeah, a little bit.
And Derrick Henry has taken a step back, or maybe he's not as explosive because Lamar is not explosive. So that kind of takes away.
I would say that's
Zay
fair.
Flowers had a good game. But let's not forget, this is the team that traded away everyone except for Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. And so, I don't know. I don't have too much on the Ravens because, I don't know.
They haven't played anybody since Lamar's been back. Like they've won the games that they should, and that's about it.
Well, who
there's
do they
not
got
much
next
to say because
week?
we all said that they got Steelers next week. Now is when it's
they don't. They have the Bengals on Thursday night at home.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Thanksgiving
God.
football.
I mean,
and then they go into what? Steelers, right?
I think so. Yeah. Steelers is when I consider them actually having teams to play because I think they'll split with the Steelers.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to talk too much on the Ravens because I don't think they're worth talking about until we see how the land. We need to see how it shakes out because they did take the first seed in the division, but they are not.
Did they?
Yeah.
Even with the Steelers winning this week?
Steelers didn't win.
Oh, they didn't win? Oh, shit.
No.
Okay. Yeah. What am I talking about? Never mind.
But it's just like they're gonna get an at-home playoff game probably because the Steelers want to be stinky. So.
Yeah, that's horrible. Giants Lions. This game was closer than I thought, but I mean it is also the best quarterback of all time on the Giants roster right now. So
I do want to say them rushing out Russ for the first half of the season and then having Dart do what he did and then having Jameis do what he's done is like the biggest shot in the face to Dayball ever because he kind of looks like an idiot. But also, how do I want to put this? Having Russ still wear the C and rush out there to win the coin toss is one of the laughing. Like, that made me chuckle. When Russ came out and won the coin toss, Jesus, coin toss. I can't speak. In full helmet, like Goff wasn't even wearing his helmet. Goff played the game, and he wasn't wearing his helmet. Russ is like scared to get a concussion. Like the coin might hit him in the head, and he might turn even dumber.
God, God. Yeah, I he does not look good. We've talked about this a few times randomly in the past, but like, you know how people don't look good in a certain uniform?
It's just
Like,
over,
Russ does
Carson.
not look good in a Giants uniform at all.
Carson,
He looks
it's
weird.
done.
Yeah, he's done, unfortunately.
Um,
He's gone.
Jameer
Oh,
Gibbs
and
is
that too.
Jameer Gibbs is fucking awesome. He is so good. He might be the only good part right now of the Lions. Sam Laporta is done for the
A
year,
little
so
bit.
that's upsetting.
Yeah, that
Oh
sucks.
no, I lied. What am I saying? Amon-Ra was a beast too, man.
They do still have a good team. It's just I feel like their ability to get the ball to the playmakers has been limited a little bit this year. Like, I feel like
Part of their
everybody was getting involved the last 2 years. It would either be Monty's going for a 30-yard run, or look out because Gibbs is going right after and he's going to take it to the house, or Jamison Williams is gone on a go route, or Amon-Ra's in the flat wide open and he's gonna take it another 15 yards after the catch. Like, they don't really have a lot of that, or it's like guys have big games. Like, Gibbs has had a few huge games now, but there's also been weeks where he's like non-existent.
it's part of that, and it's part of like Goff hasn't played fantastic.
No,
I don't know if it's part
I
fault
think it's
of
the
the
O
O
line.
line.
It starts with the O line, in my opinion, because if you give Goff time, he is like one of the better passers in the league.
It just feels like it's a little bit of it's a mix of multiple things. I don't know. Monty hasn't gotten going in almost any game really, maybe one or two this year, and he
Which
hasn't been
sucks.
getting the touches that he I think deserves. But I don't know. Their offense has gotten stale, and
It has, yeah.
next year, if they continue on this track of being stale, they will end up like the Buffalo Bills, or how Miami was last year, where it's like everyone
Yep.
knows their offense now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
I
to
agree.
constantly evolve. It's like the Eagles' offense this year. Like people have figured out if and shut down Saquon. I don't know. It's just stale. Whatever. It was a win for the Lions, who needed to win a game because right now they're sitting, I think, outside of playoffs. So
And it was a good momentum win. And I know you beat the Giants, but you can't count Winston out of any game. And the fact
the
that it was
Giants looked
overtime,
good.
and
Yeah, the
yeah,
Giants
they
looked
did.
good.
They did. Winston, man, please, someone give that man a chance
Okay,
somewhere,
I wanted to do
please.
some. I wanted to do something with you. And I'm gonna name some teams, and you tell me if you take Jameis Winston as their quarterback over
Okay,
who they currently have.
it's gonna be a lot of yeses. I'm predicting.
Okay, Minnesota.
Yes. Oh, I love them in Minnesota. 3 great receivers. You got 2 good running backs. You have a decent O line. Oh, I love Minnesota.
Okay, the Steelers.
Like next year, yeah, when Rodgers is gone. Yeah, I would
Okay,
take him there.
okay. The Jets.
I don't like him on the Jets just because the Jets suck so much.
No. Would
I
you
don't like
take
it.
him over their quarterback currently?
Like, if I was the Jets, yes.
Okay.
But if I was Winston, I don't like going there if I'm Winston.
The Jaguars.
Yes, dude.
The
Like, I don't like
Cardinals.
Trevor at this point. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The Browns.
Yeah. Like, I don't think it's bad to have him on there.
Okay, the Raiders.
Yep.
The Falcons.
No, not yet. I still believe in Penix for right now.
Okay. That was the end of the list.
Okay. That's a decent amount, dude. That's more than I would have expected. That's like 6
Yeah.
or 7 teams.
And that's not including teams like I didn't throw the Saints in there because they got a rookie quarterback. I didn't throw the Titans
And he
in
was
there. They got a
there.
rookie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
sign
I like-
Jameis next
I
year.
like
Someone.
the Vikings. Vikings, bro. I love it. Just throw it up to
Could you
Jettis.
imagine him and Jettis? Oh my god.
Oh. Dude, the Giants had 27 points in this game and went to overtime with one of the best teams in the NFC. Like,
Yeah.
that only happens. Jameis Winston tracked down a pass from a wide receiver and then
got
hit
the first
Heisman,
touchdown.
breaking the tackle for a touchdown. Like, what? And then his Sully, he does the old, like, oh my god, the finger roll. Dude.
Oh,
Like,
I love
nothing.
Jameis.
And then the game ends with a pick, basically. And then a sack. Oh, it was just great. It was great. It was great.
Jameis Winston is like he's if he were a professional wrestler, he'd be the best like WWE character of all time.
Oh,
because he is just a showman.
Jameis is my favorite, man. Everybody loves Jameis. I love that guy. I gotta get a jersey of that guy. Like that's my first jersey I'm buying is a Jameis Winston jersey.
What team?
That's a great question. I mean, maybe the Bucs. He was drafted there. Dad's favorite team. I'll never forget his first game. Him and Mariota. This is a random side note, but him and Mariota got drafted in the exact same draft class, back-to-back picks. The Bucs took Winston before Mariota, and week 1, the matchup was Tennessee versus the Bucs, and the first play of the game is a pick 6 by Jameis Winston. That's like that's so poetic, but I love Jameis Winston.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Bears Steelers, not much to say on this. Mason Rudolph played a decent game. I actually don't mind him. I think that he's an okay quarterback. Bears keep it rolling. I don't think they're giving up this division anytime soon, and it's pretty impressive. And nobody's really talked about that either. Like, I can't believe the Bears have had 3 straight weeks now of handling the division.
Yeah, they're 8-3. They haven't played anyone good.
I would consider the Steelers a good team though when they've been to the playoffs 10 straight years. I know, but they have 10 wins every year. So
then I guess
any win against them is decent in my opinion.
Looking forward to next week, the Steelers are a fantastic team. I would agree. I think we play the Steelers.
Yeah, the Bills. Yeah.
No, I don't. I really don't think the Steelers are a fantastic team. I actually think they're on par with the Bills. And so I also think the Bears are on par with the Bills. Mediocre team who's happening to win the division because they have strength of schedule, and when you're also it fits into strength of schedule when the Steelers don't have their starting quarterback. The Bengals don't have their starting quarterback. Like, all these teams are playing with backups, but whatever, they handled business. So who cares? They won.
Yeah, and Caleb has improved this year, I would say, compared to last year. They just have a bunch of good guys. They don't have anyone who's like great right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're winning games, but they're not super impressive. I don't really give them a lot of chance come the playoffs, but yeah, I don't have anything else on this game. Patriots Bengals, wow, shocker. The old man couldn't beat the youngest guy in the NFL at quarterback right now. Patriots look good, but
I was gonna say I don't have much. I don't care about this game.
No, I don't either.
I
will say.
Go ahead.
I will just say I don't know where you stand on this anymore, Jake, but please don't play Joe Burrow anymore. Like, your season's gone. Just tank. I don't want to see him get hurt again. And
they're playing Joe Burrow.
I know, but what do you think of that? Like, what do you think of that?
If I'm a Bengals fan, don't play Joe Burrow. If I'm a fan of watching the Thursday night Thanksgiving game with my friend who lives across the country and I never get to watch football with. Please play Joe Burrow so we have something to talk about on American Thanksgiving. And then don't play him the rest of the year. Like, I don't care.
Okay.
Because the next game I'm going to, and I really don't want to play Joe Burrow. So, by the way, as an advocate for flexing and moving games, the only solo NFL game I'm going to this year got flexed from 4 to 1. Guess what? I'm still going to the game. Doesn't change anything. So, flex every game. This game should have been flexed when Joe Burrow got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
No, don't play Joe Burrow. Like, the obvious answer is do not play Joe Burrow. Ryan, if you're listening,
Yeah, I hate
don't play Joe
that they're
Burrow.
talking about it. Your season is
He's
beyond.
gonna play.
Yeah, I hate it so much.
He's gonna play.
Browns Raiders. We would never talk about this game.
I really still don't want to. I really don't.
Okay, you know what?
I'm fine with not.
We don't have to. I will just say 2 things about Shador. First of all, did think he played a pretty good game. Thought he looked good overall.
I didn't watch a snap of this game.
First win by a Cleveland rookie starter since 1995. I will say calm down a little bit, okay? Just bring it down a little bit. I don't know if you've seen the clips of him being interviewed, but it's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly why I don't want to talk about this game again. Like, who gives a shit?
That was just a week, man. That was just a week. Wait till an off season. Okay, guess what, buddy? The other teams you play also have an off season, so it's not very beneficial to you. But, I mean, he's got confidence. Hopefully he does well. I'm not rooting against him or anything like that. But, yeah, let's get off of this game. That is one of the ugliest matchups of the entire year, maybe.
I didn't watch a single snap. I don't even have an opinion.
I did watch a few snaps,
like,
unfortunately.
Did Gino even play?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he looked like crap as per usual.
Get him off
Sorry,
there.
Gino.
Sorry.
He's done after this season, I think. What a horrible rebuild attempt.
If you told me after week 3 Pete Carroll was having a worse season than Bill Belichick, I would have said, what crack are you smoking? Because I'd love some. Somehow this is more embarrassing for Pete Carroll than Bill Belichick, who is going to his girlfriend's cheerleading competition, like beer league for cheerleading. Listen, I'm all for having hobbies. This podcast.
At least you can respect Bill Belichick.
Well,
you can't respect me.
Listen, though, I'm all for having hobbies. This podcast is a hobby. This is more admirable than going to an adult cheerleading beer league competition and having the best head coach to ever coach in the NFL I would rather go with Bill to one of those cheerleading competitions than be on the sideline of any Raiders game with Pete Carroll and listen to him fucking chew in my ear. End of Raiders
Just
talk.
looking back now, we got Gino. We got Pete Carroll coming in, Super Bowl head coach. We drafted a great young guy for running back, best in the class. Our defense is okay. We got guys like Max Crosby.
Tom Brady's stealing. He's getting stuff from other teams and he's telling the Raiders. Well, it ain't helping him. Whatever he's telling the Raiders ain't helping him.
He's telling the other teams what the Raiders are doing.
Yo,
he wants to force the owners to sell so he can take it for a low price.
No, he wants to force the owners to play him. Put me in. I'm ready to go. Tom's going to be the only player to come.
Look at this sad sack you have out here. I can be the owner and the starting quarterback.
Tom Brady's gonna be the first ever player, coach, owner /
Oh my
Hall of
God.
Famer because he's gonna get the Hall of Fame too. So
That would be unreal. I would love that. Jacksonville Cardinals, another crappy game.
didn't watch.
No, I didn't watch it either. All I will say is, Jacksonville, you suck. You're going to slip. You're not going to be in the playoffs. Any Jacksonville fan out there, enjoy these next couple weeks when you're in a playoff spot because you won't be soon, okay? Just remember that. That's all I have to say. Eagles, Cowboys. I actually thought the Cowboys were going to win this game. Dak, if you look at the history, he's great at home, like one of the best records ever at home for a quarterback.
Mhm.
And they actually are good against the Eagles too. Like within that, just in general, on the road or at home, I think they're like 7-1 now in their last 8 meetings. Dak looked good. I will say, Cowboys are still technically in the hunt, and they just got 6 new players back last week, 4 of which were all returning from injury, and then 2 they got in a trade. So that's 6 starters on your defense. That's definitely a big deal. I thought that they looked pretty good defensively, which is important because they're a bad defense. So I think that was important. I know the Eagles haven't been as great as we expected them to be on offense, but I still think that it means a lot.
This springboards the Cowboys into playoff
Into the hunt.
contention.
Yeah.
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 Huge win for the
They're
Cowboys.
not out of it yet.
Big loss for the Eagles. The Eagles just like squandered this game away. They started off throwing the ball to AJ Brown, then they just stopped. Saquon
Like a
hasn't
madman.
been Yeah. Saquon hasn't been great this year. I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
No.
Yeah. What a win for the Cowboys. I think this helps the Chiefs by them winning this game, but and by the way, Quinion Williams has been huge for the Cowboys defense. Like their defense looks way better.
It looks good, and some people are like, oh, they gave up the same amount in trade value as they did, like with the Micah Parsons, like getting him away. Yeah, he also is like his contract is like 10 times smaller as well, though. So some of the guys that they wouldn't have been able to re-sign or wouldn't be able to sign future guys. So I mean, it is a different kind of thing. And when Quentin Williams can do the amount that he's done in the last 2 weeks, and like it's a great signing in my opinion.
And
Objective.
CD Lamb played kind of bad. He dropped a lot of balls. George Pickens looked fucking unreal. Like
Pickens is great.
Any team who's struggling with their offense, and had the chance to give up what the Cowboys gave up to get George Pickens, you are stupid. George Pickens is unreal. He was playing out of his fucking mind. Like, George Pickens is playing like a top 10 wide receiver right now. I think it's hard to disagree with that.
Yeah, he went over 1,000 yards in this game. It's his first in a while. And I mean, look what he was doing with Steelers quarterbacks like Kenny Pickett. I mean, the guy looked good there. We knew he was probably better than what he had put on tape thus far. And now he plays with, I think, an above-average quarterback, top 10, 15 range kind of guy.
Dak's played great this year, too.
Dak looks great, yeah. Cowboys are having a little bit of an underrated season. They have some bad losses, but, wins like this, they're not out of it yet. So, and if CD can kind of just regain a little bit of his former self, I don't know what's happened this year, but he has been a little off. This is not the first game where he's had some bad drops. He's had a few in other games as well. This happened to be a touchdown this week, which was That was bad. I mean, he just had it in his arms.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's still a good receiver, obviously. Don't count him out, but he does have to get a little bit better. Jake, did you say Saints Falcons?
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's funny.
I've
Neither
had
did
all
I.
my vegetables. No, thank you.
Rams. Never
No,
mind.
thank you.
That's like eating the plate. I don't want to fucking eat that shit.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Bucs Rams. Bucs lose 3 straight games and go from 6-2 to 6-5. Somehow, this is a better record than they had at this point last season, which is encouraging if you're a Bucs fan, especially given the fact that their schedule is easy after this. Rams look really good. Do you think they're the best team in the NFC? Like, do you think they're better than the Eagles?
I think they're the best team in football right now.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. I think the best team of the NFC is the best team in football. But I think the Rams are the best team in football. Devontae Adams has had a resurgence under playing with Matt Stafford and playing in this offense. Puka Nacua is by the way, I was watching this game and I just said to myself, I was like, that is a big guy. Puka Nacua is a big guy.
He's stocky. He's pretty jacked.
Like, he's not one of those wide receivers who I think, like, I'm ever going to be worried about being hurt because he's so big. And I know he's been hurt before, but, like, this year he looks bigger to me. This is kind of weird. But this is what happens when guys watch football. They turn a little bit...
He's a little on the fruity side.
I like Starbucks coffee every once in a while I'm watching football. Sue me. He looks good again. Stafford from the start of the year to, I don't know if he's playing because his back might not hold up, to might win. I believe it would be his first MVP, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams is a dog. Who else am I missing? Oh, all 3 of their tight ends. Higbee was out, I think, this game, but this year has been fantastic. And I don't know who the other 2 or 3 white tight ends they have who also look like Higbee. They have been fantastic this year. Yeah, the Rams
Higbee,
look
Big
good.
He, and he.
Yeah, the Rams look good, man. What is this?
I still have the Eagles.
What the fuck
Breaking
am I
news
watching right now? Yeah, hold on. Keep talking about the Eagles.
I still have the Eagles a little bit higher than the.
And there's your final 20-9.
I still have the Eagles a little bit higher than the Rams, but the Rams definitely have a good case for the best team in the NFL.
Sorry, Juwan Jennings is trying to fight someone right now.
Who is it?
Juwan Jennings. Oh, I don't know who that is. Number 7, Morig on the Panthers. What the fuck? He just got manhandled by his own team, and he was trying to like almost fist fight his own team. I don't know what that's about. Sorry.
And they won the game too.
20-9, fairly decisively.
Yeah. Purdy threw 3 picks.
Yeah, and Bryce Young threw a pick. This game was awful.
Yeah, that was.
I had it on. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, you can continue. I when something like that happens, I just have to.
Well, Baker might be out for a little bit, which
they're saying. I forget, but his injury came out, and they like the signs of that. So, hopefully not for him.
Yeah, hopefully not for the Bucs in general, especially with Bucky coming back. Hopefully next week. He should be 100% back next week. They had Godwin in this game, non-factor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird that the Bucs started the way that they have, and they've they've kind of regressed recently. I know they've played 3 really good teams in a row. But I would have expected them to knock out 1 win at least within this, even with the injuries. Whether that be the Rams, the Bills, or I believe it was the who did they play last? I can't remember.
They played us, the Bucs.
They played you, the Bills, and what was the team prior to that?
I don't remember. Maybe the Eagles?
Patriots was
yeah.
the other team, yeah. I expected them to win one of those.
You cool if I do some cleanup here?
Yeah.
Jane Daniels will return to practice, unlikely to play. Your season's over, don't play. Vikings QB J.J. McCarthy is in concussion protocol per Kevin O'Connell. He reported symptoms on the flight home last night. Buddy, you're cooked. I touched on that earlier. Browns are naming Shedeur Sanders as their starting QB. Duh. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor said anticipates that QB Joe Burrow will play Thursday night versus the Ravens. Thanksgiving is saved. And then pre-MRI, the Buccaneers believe Baker Mayfield suffered a sprained AC joint in the left shoulder. Per sources, there was no fracture, no structural damage. One source said Buccaneers are not ruling out Mayfield for Sunday's game versus the Cardinals.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's good for Bucs fans.
And I hope he's not out, dude. The only thing I will say is don't butcher this like the Browns butchered it. Don't leave it up to Baker to make the decision, because he will play.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else on the NFL that you'd like to speak on?
Another terrible Monday night football game. Whatever.
Yeah, get rid of these games.
Yep.
Good for the Bucs as well.
I guess the last thing I want to touch on, because I don't know how likely we are to get out a game or an episode before this, is I think we should also preview the Thursday football games this week.
True.
Just because I think I'd rather have these out now than not out.
Yeah.
So we'll start that the Packers Lions, and I think this is a good preview to we are going. Carson's coming down. He's driving 45 minutes down.
Pulling down under.
And we're going to the tailgate of Lions Packers. I think all three of us, this will be our first Thanksgiving football tailgate experience. There's going to be we're going to post a whole big video about it. Carson, who do you like in this game?
I like the Lions. They lost miserably prior in the year. They're coming off a nice, hot win against the Giants in overtime. They got momentum. They've got more passion. I think they're the better team later in this year. I just don't trust J-Lo.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Thanksgiving tradition, and for us, we're Canadian, so it means less to us, but which for Americans who don't know, we have a different Thanksgiving. It's crazy that most people don't know that.
Yeah, it is nuts.
Real quick, why I say that is I'll tell a quick story. I was at work talking to an American truck driver on Canada Day, and he goes, "Oh, y'all ready to celebrate 4th of July?" I went, "No. Ours is, we have Canada Day. It's today, actually." "No shit. Well, I know you have a different Christmas than us."
Oh.
"No, we have the same Christmas as you." "What? When's y'all New Year's?" "The same." "What the hell? So what do y'all celebrate different?" I'm like, today and Thanksgiving. That's it. He was like blown away.
He thought the New Year's was different.
Carson, he thought New Year's and Christmas were different.
Wow.
So I don't know if he just doesn't know that like Thanksgiving is like not celebrated
or how a
around the
calendar
world.
works.
Yeah.
God damn,
But, like,
bro.
But like, no, we don't go rah rah
What do you
America.
think happens after December in the States for Canada? Like what?
Dude,
we have another month.
It was so mind blown. Like it had me mind blown. Because like that's some shit that you hear and you go, that's not real. Nobody is actually that stupid. This guy was that stupid, man.
No, that's when you pull the freaking boss from Spider-Man. Are you serious? Like what?
J. Jonah Jameson?
Yeah, there's no shot you're being real right now. Oh my
So any
Lord.
Americans listening, which there are none, we celebrate a different Thanksgiving. But
yeah,
the
but
tradition,
the same Christmas and New Year's. Just get that straight.
brother, I didn't know, like, I was ready for, like, cameras to pop out of the truck. Like, this guy's from Ohio, too, so it's not like he's, like...
Arizona or something.
Hawaii would be the only one where I'm like, I fuck up time zones. I don't know. Like...
Yeah.
I don't
Brutal.
know. But typically the tradition is watch the Lions lose and then go to the Cowboys game. To me, this is the best, and typically when we say the best game on the slate, normally it's one of the worst games. I think this has got to be the best game on the slate. So
Yeah.
I hope the Lions win, especially because we're going to the tailgate. We're not going to the game. We're going to the tailgate. We're filming a video for it, which will hopefully be out relatively soon in the future, before Christmas, I hope at least. I'm super excited to see this tailgate, though, because it's like a holiday in Detroit.
Oh, yeah, it's huge there. Thanksgiving. And they're used to being in that time slot.
Yep. Every year, the Lions get the 1 o'clock slate, the Cowboys get the 4:30 slate, and the night game is always a switch-up. This is going back many years, and maybe we can do a video on it later in the offseason. The Lions and the Cowboys both agreed. We're the only two NFL teams to agree to taking the Thanksgiving game because no team wanted it.
Yeah.
Which I thought is pretty fucking cool. I think it's worked out really well for the Lions.
Yeah.
Because season ticket holders will sell their tickets for this game and almost earn back a quarter or half of what they would pay for their season tickets. So, I don't know. Let's move on. Cowboys, Chiefs, I think rivals the Lions and Packers game. I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. I think the Chiefs are hungrier than the Cowboys. Carson, what do you think?
I might... Oh, man. I might take the Cowboys.
Yeah?
I might take them. George Pickens looks good. CeeDee Lamb, if he can get a little bit more on the positive side of things, then I like their chances. I don't think that Casey's defense is unreal by any means. And if Quentin Williams and the other 5 guys that they got from either trade or injury return can make any difference like they did in this Eagles game, then I trust Dak to be in a shootout. He's in them all the time, or he has anyway in the past. So I think I'll take the Chiefs overall, but it would not be shocked. I would not be shocked at all if.
I agree. I think the line's actually a little bit disrespectful to the Cowboys because the Chiefs are favored.
Yeah.
And then we round off with Bengals at Ravens, 8:30. Joe Burrow's return. I don't think it makes a difference. I think the Ravens are gonna win this game. They're at home again. Yeah. Somehow it feels like the Ravens and the Chiefs always get bigger games for them that mean more at home.
Yeah.
Give me the Ravens here. I don't think the Bengals are very good at all.
No,
at
give me the
anything.
Ravens. Give me the Ravens as well. Give me Joe Burrow minor injury, like very minor, just so that he can't play the rest of the season after this game, and then we can just be done with that. I think that's ridiculous. I know we've butchered that topic already on this episode and many others, but yeah, I'm taking the Ravens. I think that they're not slowing down.
Yep, I agree with that take. Any other cleanup things you want to talk about? Anything going on NBA wise or what?
Well, actually, I was just going to say a few things in the NBA. First of all, if you'll remember, fourth and foreseeable.
Yes, sir.
Back in the off season, I had mentioned how I thought LeBron was going to average a triple-double this year because of the fact that he had to lower his... He's probably going to lower his shooting percentage and his... and he's just going to be more of a facilitator. I think he's going to be inside more. And
Luka is what we thought. What's his name? The Brow. Blanking.
AD. Yeah, it would be in terms
Anthony
of
Davis would be. Yes.
Not in terms
Thank
of
you.
how they play, but in terms of just taking the torch from LeBron.
Yeah, putting less pressure on him to win.
Yeah, 100%. And first game back, LeBron misses, the first couple weeks of the season, and he comes back and he has 11 points, which is not crazy, but he also had 13 assists, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's exactly what I expect him to be in this offense or on this team in general. And first player to play 23 seasons, pretty unbelievable.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I seen somebody put up his stat line from the game. It was like most points in year 23, most assists in year 23, most rebound. And it was just his stat line from the game.
Yeah.
Because obviously nobody's done it before, so that's pretty unreal. Lakers look decent. I would say, look at our boys in Toronto. I don't know if you've seen that. They're second in the East right now. They look pretty decent.
You're going to need to help me out on this because I'm not the greatest at NBA talk. Who is it who is on the trade block this year? There's one player in specific.
Like this season?
Currently, right. LaMelo Ball.
Okay.
That's who I'm thinking of. Requested for a trade. The Raptors promised they would bring someone in. They didn't. How do you feel about LaMelo Ball and the Raptors together?
I kind of like what they have going right now. I think their team is pretty young. Like, Barnes hasn't been around for super long. He's almost a vet on this team now compared to some of the other guys. I like Quickly. I wish they would have kept some pieces from a couple years ago. That's what I wish. Personally, I wouldn't like LaMelo there, I don't think. I just think he's too much of a distraction. And it's funny with the NBA, teams don't necessarily have to win for you to, for the ticket sales and things like that to be the same because it's such a small roster.
And Toronto is one of those markets who you don't have to, there's only 3 teams.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's like Charlotte with LaMelo or the Hawks with Trey. You never really believe in those teams, but because those guys are on, they're entertaining to watch and stuff. And I feel like having those guys, in a way, almost ruins your chances of being in the playoffs or being a contender. Not because of how they play. Just because it's all about them rather than building a team.
Yeah.
That's the way that I view that kind of a thing.
I had actually 2 more NFL topics I thought about, unless you have anything else on basketball.
No, not really. That's about it.
So one we'll get into real quick, and then one I think is a discussion we can start, and then maybe we should bring Aiden in next week when we're all in person.
Okay.
Cam Scattaboo at WWE. We're maybe a week late on this.
Yeah.
I love Cam Scattaboo. What are we doing? Right?
Yeah.
Did you see it or no?
Like the whole fake fight and stuff?
Yeah.
Was that real?
He got into a fake fight. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I mean,
he's streaming now, and it's just kind of like...
I don't have that big of a problem with the WNBA WNBA. Jesus Christ.
I think he would have been safer on that court.
I would agree with that. No, the WWE. I don't really care too much about that. I mean, whatever. You're making a name for yourself. The streaming thing, and he also made a comment about the Giants' win total next season. Like he said, they're going to be 12-4. Personally, that's not something that you should be saying. Like, even if they do, like you should not be stating your record. First of all, you're implying that one, you're going to lose games. Okay. Two.
Well, second off,
you're already labeling that you're not going to be a juggernaut, or you're not going to take it week by week. You're already labeling your team as 12-4. I don't know if you've seen the tape this year, buddy, but you're not a force multiplier. You might be good. You're not going to take the team to 10 more wins.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really all I had on that. And then this, I think we should we can spark on a little, but I think we should carry it to next because I'm curious how Aiden feels on this. NFL owners have filed a grievance against the NFLPA to stop the annual report card. Jets owner Woody Johnson called them totally bogus and was the one behind it after getting an F grade from Jets players last season. He got an F grade on NFL owners, and he's the one who filed the grievance against the NFLPA. You're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
The fact that you're upset about this says how bad of an owner you are. And if you don't like it, sell the team because you're a terrible owner. Jets fans, as much as I want them to suck, deserve a better owner than you, bucko.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, what are we doing?
Like, when you're the problem, that's like starting a fire in a kitchen. Everybody says that you did it. And then going back and saying, no, we have to remove flammable objects in this. You started the fire, dummy. Like, what? Oh, my God.
He's upset because he's a billionaire and could, like, spend money to, like, make his players like him. But instead, he'd rather, like, blame the... Like, you're a billionaire. You can buy your way out of this. You have the facilities to buy your way out of this.
Hey, owner, the facility sucks. What the fuck are these guys doing? Who do they think they are telling me my facilities suck?
Get off my lawn. Oh, fuck, I pay you.
To be in my lawn.
Don't hate me. I sign your checks. But I won't sign any big ones.
Oh, God. Prison food? Oh.
I'll eat it right now.
Crab. God.
Oh. The only way I think he can get his way out of this is if he does a Kai Cenat style live stream where he spends 1 month in the Jets facility, like doing all the Jets players' workouts and attending team meetings and eating all the food there.
Bow, bow, bow. He's just doing bench press for like one episode.
That's the only way you can get out of this. Is if you spend a full month in there on live
I
stream.
like that.
That's it.
I like that a lot. Oh, I mean, in terms of the actual report cards, you can't get rid of those. That's like very important in my opinion.
Yes.
Like everybody should be graded on that. If a team has like a C grade for 5 straight years, 10 straight years, then
there's an issue.
Yes, yeah, like something has to be changed. Like it's definitely important for the NFL to keep those cards.
We'll talk more about this, I'm sure, in the future. Carson, where can everyone find us?
They can find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify are the big ones. You can also find us on X, as Aiden would say, the Everything app, Twitter. But YouTube and Spotify, that's where I think that the majority of our content can be best viewed. Yeah. So all at the Huddle Podcast under all of those major social media platforms. Check us out. Yeah.
Woody Marks.